Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. In this video I'm going to be setting up the week of September 5th through the 11th. This is the horizontal planner that I use for practicing my hand lettering, just a safe space apart from my other planners, so if I mess it up, it's not a big deal. There can be some stress involved in picking up a not erasable pen and trying to brush letter in your planner, so this just kind of helps with that. The theme I'm going with is brought to us by the Chameleon. That hashtag is Chameleon Challenge, and that is a sticker shop, a small sticker shop called Designer Chameleon. I just stumbled across them in the last few weeks. I haven't actually ordered anything from them yet, but I encourage you to check them out and do so. Maybe they've got stickers that will go with some of these challenges. I don't know. So, but their hashtag or their challenge this week is apples. So I'm just starting to get in my fall sticker books, and the Fall Memories sticker book from Amber Plans Her Day. She's now printing it on the top. This is meant much more so for memory keeping, but the very first page in it is these cute apples. And my husband grew up on an apple orchard in eastern Washington, so he's very fond of apples. We have an apple tree in our backyard, so I thought this was a good one. It also goes very well with the green that's on the page. Now this is the only page of stickers with apples on it, really. I mean, there might be like a barrel or a bucket of apples somewhere in here, but it's actually kind of hard to find apple stickers in the fall books. I found this page that has some apples on it that go pretty well in the old original Happy Planner food book. But again, not really enough there to build an entire spread out of. I searched through a bunch of other sticker books. This is one of the more recent Happy Planner ones, and I was looking for 4 shapes to use as my who to attribute the quote to, as well as like there's tons and tons of pumpkins and pies and stuff, but not actually a lot of apples. So I thought, you know, where did they go? What was the sticker in here I wanted? Oh, okay, go apple picking. So I thought maybe I could use that down here over this week. I would have loved to have used, oh, and there's make candied apples. So maybe we can combine those two to cover up down here like I like to do. And then finally I picked the slightly older fall book because I thought, wait for it, where is it? There. These are just little round circles, but I thought these would be big enough to do as my who to attribute the quote to boxes. I like to put, for those of you that are new, I practice my hand lettering in here. I just look up quotes. I put one big word down here. So like, for example, harvest. And then I'll go on the internet and do a search for inspirational quotes, harvest. And I'll get all quotes that have to do with, you know, harvest. And it can be literal harvest, or it can be like harvesting your energy or something like that. So, and when the quote is by a famous person and they make a note of that, I like to make a note of that. So I include about 4 boxes on this spread, 4 spaces where I can write in that little tidbit of information. So I am just gonna layer those. Now I did pull some washies. So I started out by pulling this Simply Gilded plaid washi from last year because it definitely, I mean, plaid can always be Christmas, but more so with this one's coloring, I thought this said more like fall blanket or something. It says a little bit more harvest to me than say like a red and green one. So I thought maybe this could go. There's not much blue in there, but there's not a ton of blue in here. And then I also pulled these 2 washies. These are from Planners Anonymous. This one actually has little gold foil apples on it. And then if you look at this long seam here, there are pumpkins, yes, but there are also apples. So I thought maybe some combination of these washies might work. Thinking more now, maybe not the plaid and more this, because if I look at the colors here, well, okay, I've pulled all the stickers I wanted out of this book. I'm not seeing even the tiniest little hint of blue anywhere in here. So I could probably get away with it, but I'd want to use it fairly regularly to balance the blue. This one, however, I feel like reds and greens and a little bit of orange, I feel like I could not worry so much about balance because I feel like it'll match. So I think maybe I'll build out this scene a little bit more by putting a chunk of this down here. So let's tuck it under this sticker, just this uneven edge here. Let's just tuck it right under that sticker, just for a little bit more something down here. And I think I'll rip it off here at the pumpkins because I want this to be more about the apples than the pumpkins. Although that fox is darn cute, so we could rip these two pumpkins off. I'm not going to be upset about losing a couple pumpkins. All right. So next, let's come up here. Let's go ahead and put one of these on. They're big. They are definitely large, but I'm okay with that. We kind of bring it over here, and there's really not much of an right side up or an upside down, I feel like, for this. So I want to cover up this whiteout, but I'll also slide it over a bit so that it's kind of snugged up against the punches. And oh, it's got lines on it. That was close. I was paying attention to the leaves and not really looking at what direction the lines were going in. Were you guys telling me? I heard you. If you were telling me, I heard you. All right, I think I want to have it go this way. And it's okay if it covers up Sunday a little bit. Right there, that fits right around the punch. You probably couldn't tell. So I can still write, maybe I'll write diagonal, I'll write harvest or something, or gather, or I don't know, fruit, like fruits of your labor, that kind of thing. And then I want to go ahead and just put a couple apples in with this to kind of give the feel that this is a wreath of apples, you know? So I think that's where these are going to come in handy. Let's grab a couple of these. Now these are clear, so the apple tree we have in our backyard, it's interesting. It is grafted. So the base, the root system, the base is one kind of apple, and then it's got branches grafted onto it that are other kinds of apples. So we've got one tree that's got multiple kinds of apples growing on it, which is just the coolest thing ever in my opinion. All right, let's do another one of these here because I don't want them both there. And if I want two on each page and I want a zigzag, the other one's got to go there. And I'm going to move this one over and go ahead and let a couple of those berries get chopped off. That's okay. Maybe, should I put some washi with this one? I should. Let's go ahead and use this washi with the foil apples. Oh, all right. Well, I was going to move it up, and now that it ripped the page, it needs to stay put. Let's see if I can tuck it under. These Happy Planner pages this year, oh my gosh. They are so unforgiving. Okay. There we go. Now I want to see, I don't like the way those dots and everything show through those. I wonder if I have some apples in this book. So the other thing I did was anytime I came across a sticker book that had fruit or food only on it, I went ahead and pulled it out and just kind of added it to this book. So I have other stickers in here. I'm hoping I have a page that has some paper apples, not just clear apples. This book is so old. Well, Those are not, that looks like it came from a teacher sticker book. Oh, there was some pie. But again, these are all clear. I was hoping I had some paper, but I don't. But I definitely want to think about this page of apple pie. I'm wondering if these little guys, I think these would do better on here than the bigger ones. Let's put these back and switch them out to the smaller ones. Maybe I need to white them out. How much messing around is that? Let's grab, this is just a white jelly roll. I'm going to leave the ones on the inside of the wreath alone and white out the ones on the outside. Let's go ahead and do this one too real quick. Light pressure works best when you're using a pen to white out like this. The ink flows a lot better if you just use really, really light pressure. Okay, we'll let that dry. I think I want another bit of this washi here. So go ahead and let some of that pumpkin show there. Oops, I got an apple on there. And then I'll do kind of an uneven rip here to rip the pumpkins off. There we go. And now we'll put something like this up above it. Something big, like maybe this one. Actually, this branch looks like it's growing from that side, so let's use that. Pointy tweezers. I love these small shop sticker books. They're awesome. The plastic that these clear stickers are made out of is so super thin, you can't even tell it's on the page. The only negative is that it does make it a little bit hard sometimes to get the sticker off the page, off the sticker book page, but that's okay. That's cute. Look at that. Awesome. I love it. Okay, these are dry enough now. Let's put apples over these. Since I got a ton. Oh yeah, that's better. That works. That's cute. All right, I think that page is done. Let's find my other page. So now the thing I always struggle with is mirror or opposite. I think opposite. Actually, I think I want to do one of these here. So I guess that's mirrored. Let's go ahead and grab those and put them on there so I can get rid of some of these sticker books. All right, so if I go here, let's move it up. Oops, and it's crooked. No, it's crooked. Didn't I just get done saying how unforgiving the Happy Planner pages are this year? Better in that I can tuck it closer into the punches. All right, and then where does my last one need to go? Not here, because I don't want them to be in line again. So that means it needs to go either here or here. So I think down here. I'm gonna trim it a little bit so that some of those little red dots get cut off. And again, I don't mind that it's covering up Thursday a little bit, so. Okay, now we'll grab my jelly roll and wipe these out. Okay, while those are drying, we can work on these other two clusters. So let's see here. I have no choice but to have some pumpkin show on this one, and that's okay. Let's put this one down here. And I'm going to rip it. The apples come to here and then we start with pumpkin, so I'm just going to kind of rip there. Okay. And then same thing here. I don't want to rip that fox in half. And that's all pumpkin. So let's go ahead and put the whole fox on there. And then apple stops there and pumpkin starts. So we'll rip kind of along there. Oops. Turn to my page. Okay, done with that. Let's see. I need a little bit of this washi tape. I think here, because this one I put up a little higher, so I've got a little bit of a gap kind of up underneath it. So let's fill that gap with this. But I do want to tuck it under. And that way I'll have this washi tape on both pages as well. There we go. Perfect. All right, I think that's all the washi tape I need on both sides. Now we need to cover these whiteout spots now that they're dry with some apples. I'm just going back and forth, green, red, green, red. I don't think it looks too obvious. That's what I'm doing. Although it probably does now since I called it out. Done with my apples from this food book. Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't put any pie on there. I forgot the pie. Is there any place where I can put a piece of pie? Maybe right there. I just feel like I should have a piece of pie on here somewhere. Apple pie. Let's put one of these pieces of apple pie on there. Okay, done with that book. Last but not least, I need to fill these in with some of these. So let's try, that one's got red. Let's do one with some green. This one's got green and it's kind of big. Where'd my pointy tweezers go? These pointy tweezers are for dealing with artificial eyelashes. I have a link in the description box. They're just, I just got them off of Amazon, but they're really great for tiny stickers like washi dots, or as you could see, getting under the edge of super thin stickers. There we go. And then, so I've got a red cluster and a green cluster, and I just noticed this one has a red and a green, and it's coming off of a branch that works to be attached to that side. So let's put it there. And that might be about it. They want the branch to kind of connect to the edge of the page, sort of, so that's why I ran it all the way over, but that looks pretty good, I think. I think it might be done. That's fun. I liked using those great big boxes. So, all right, let's put it in my planner, and then I'll show you what it looks like when you actually do write on the pages. So, and I have not been writing in these. I had to take a break from all the hand lettering a while back due to a pinched nerve. That's better now, but I decided to wait and use these next year. So next year, the dates will be off by one number. That's okay. It's close enough. I will fill these in next year because I'm not doing a third year in my hand lettering planner. But my videos won't go anywhere. You'll still have access to them. So there we go. There is almost, that's basically the first full week in September last year. I did kind of blues and greens. So just read. So all of my quotes have to do with the reading. So many books, so little time. Frank Zappa said that. You will be transformed by what you read. Deepak Chopra. The world was hers for the reading. Once you learn to read, you will be forever free. Frederick Douglass. Reading is dreaming with open eyes. A book is a dream that you hold in your hand. Open a book, grow your mind. So you can see how I picked a topic, and then all the quotes are based on this topic. I just picked pens that went with the colors in the spread and had fun hand lettering. So I hope you like this video. I hope it encourages you. If you're working on a new font, if you're working on, it doesn't have to be brush lettering. It can just be working on any kind of font, or even if you just need a little inspiration in your life, I encourage you to set up a horizontal planner and do some inspirational quotes in there. It can be uplifting, I think, not to sound kind of corny and cheesy, but to just sitting and reading inspirational quotes, trying to pick out a few to fit in the space, just that can lift you up a little bit. So I hope you like this video. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.